Are you having problems in your marriage and you and your husband, you're not getting along? If so, I have the solution to your problem. It's going to be hard to do, but it will change your marriage and also your life. If you want to have a better relationship with your husband, you are going to have to learn how to become a submissive wife. It is hard, and most women are not willing to do it, and it is because they don't want to give up themselves. They don't want to surrender, and it doesn't feel good to your flesh. But I guarantee you, if you learn how to be a submissive wife, it will transform your marriage. This video is perfect for someone that's married and you and your husband having a hard time getting along and you want to have a better marriage. This video is also good for someone that's single and you want to become a wife. This is a good time for you to start working on yourself and learn how to be a godly wife. Sometimes it's easy to get a man, but are you going to be able to keep him? And not so much just keep him, but have a good relationship. If you want that, make sure you watch this full video. One of the main keys of becoming a submissive wife, one of the main things that you're going to have to do first is you're going to have to learn how to submit to God. It's going to be impossible for you to learn how to submit to your husband if you haven't submitted to God. Submitting to God means you are allowing Him to direct your life. You are living your life according to His will. You're surrendering yourself to Him, and you also consider Him in all of your decisions in your life. For instance, if I was looking for a job and I wanted to quit the job that I have now, before I even start looking for another job, I'm going to pray and talk to God about it and ask His opinion about it. Lord, should I continue to stay working where I'm working at now, or is it your will for me to find a different job? Then the next thing is, once I find a job that I think I want, I'm going to consider God first. I'm going to ask His opinion about it. Lord, if it's your will for me to have this position, open doors for me. And if not, close the doors. That is what surrendering to God means. The main thing is that you're going to have to consider Him in all of your ways. In the Bible, it talks about how that we have to learn to trust in the Lord with all of our heart and not lean to our own understanding. In all of our ways, we have got to learn how to acknowledge Him. And then that's when He will direct our paths. So in order for that to happen, you're going to have to surrender and submit to God. If you're watching this video and you're single, surrendering to God also means that just because you are ready to become a wife, before you become a wife, you need to ask God, is it your will? Am I ready for this? Is this the right person? Because you want to be in God's will. And as I said before, if you want to be in God's will and you want to submit yourself to Him, you're going to have to consider Him in everything that you do. Not just things that you want. It's more about what He wants for you. Same way in a marriage. In order to be a submissive wife, you're going to have to consider your husband and the decisions that you've made. You're going to have to trust your husband and believe that he knows what's best for you guys. And sometimes he He's going to make mistakes, but just don't take it personally, because we all make mistakes. If you're having issues with getting along with your husband, you guys may be going through a stage in your marriage where you're getting on each other's nerves, and that is normal. But in order to come out of that and not allow it to ruin your relationship, you're going to have to humble yourself. And you humble yourself by praying to God and asking Him to change your heart posture, to teach you how to let go of control and allow your husband to lead. There will be times that you guys may be in a disagreement about a decision concerning your household, but you're going to have to learn how to let go. And it is okay to give your opinion when you don't agree. But the main thing is that don't try to force him into agreeing to something that he don't want to do. And in order to be able to become a submissive wife, you're going to have to pray and ask God to help you. Ask Him to humble your spirit. A couple years ago, my husband and I, we were going through some serious issues in our marriage, and I didn't think that it was going to work out. God started dealing with me, and He told me that I need to learn how to respect my husband. And I noticed during that time that I got to where I didn't want to listen to him anymore. I felt that you don't have the right to tell me what to do. You need to start doing what's right. And I also felt that until you start acting right, then I'm not going to listen to you. So on in my marriage, instead of things getting better, it got worse. And when God told me that, I didn't want to listen, because I felt that my husband was the one that was in the wrong. Why is it that I have to listen to him or give him respect? He don't even deserve it. But God spoke to me again, like 3 different times. And that's when I decided to listen. It was hard. I didn't think that it was fair. But I tried to change my demeanor anyways. And after doing it for a couple of months, God started changing my attitude towards my husband. And it got to where it wasn't hard for me to surrender or to communicate with him in the right way. God softened my heart, and I start loving my husband again. And as I start doing God's will in my marriage, my husband's heart changed towards me. He started trying to please me. He had a lot more patience with me. He even started communicating with me in a positive way. So what I learned from that experience is that when you start living your life according to God's will, He will change things all around you, and He will also change you. If you are having issues in your relationship and you want to turn things around, you're going to have to submit to your husband. Once you submit to your husband, it's going to deepen your relationship with God. And how it deepens your relationship with God is that it teaches you how to trust God. It teaches you how to trust Him more than you trust yourself. It teaches you how to say, yes, Lord, I'm going to live my life according to your will, not by society's standards. I trust you more. And once you surrender your life to God, and you start submitting to your husband, things are going to change around for you. If this video was a help to you, let me know in the comment section below. And I pray that God will strengthen you. May God bless you. Bye.